Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, you find a way to lose. Please make sure if you enjoy this video, you hit that like button. You check me out on Twitter as well as Instagram. I'd really appreciate it. That being said, Badou Jack has just signed. Hey, you know what, man? I don't even know what to think anymore about this stuff. But he just went out here and signed a deal with the guys over in Saudi, man. So now he's hooked up with Team Abdallah, with the Prince, for skills, challenge, promotion, and now he's signed to him. And some of you out there who are saying, okay, well, what's the big deal, you know? He just continuing his career because, you know, obviously being on over there with Mayweather Promotions, things weren't working out for Badou Jack. But he ended up in Saudi Arabia, picked up a WBC belt, now champion at cruiserweight. So he probably just wants to hang around there. But to that I say, well, you know, we got to peel the layers back a little bit. I've been paying attention to this whole thing. And I understand Badou Jack and Amir Abdallah and the working relationship they've had over the many years. But at the end of the day, this is what concerns me. And I think it's good for us to have a conversation. When you see what's going on over in Saudi, and let me tell you something, right? It's just hard to avoid the conversation and just about whether or not this guy in the far right bottom corner, Daniel Kinahan, has anything to do with what's popping when it comes to boxing in Saudi Arabia. Now, for anyone out here who's saying, you know what, there's nothing going on, there's skill, challenge, promotion, you know, why are we even peeling the layers back? Well, to that I say, because that's what we do here, we have conversations. But this whole thing about Kinahan, this whole thing about the authorities being after him, the whole thing about this guy's been on the run for how long? In Saudi Arabia or in the Middle East somewhere or in Africa, right? Wherever he may be, his father may be. You're telling me that international authorities can't flush him out? Let me tell y'all something. Man, my damn eyes been bothering me, man. Out there on all those damn soccer games, something got into my damn eyes. But anyway, you guys want me to believe that the international authorities, the international community, if they had, let me tell you something, if there was someone in a country and they did not want them there, let me tell you something. It's amazing how fast they can flush out a fugitive, especially when there's some money involved. So what this tells me is, when it comes to Kinahan, Daniel Kinahan and his father, and any of their associates, right? What this tells me is, wherever they're being housed, hidden, or whatever, nobody wants to give them up. Nobody wants to turn them in. They're comfortable with them continuing with their day-to-day activities and their business. Now, I'm just having a conversation. I don't have any proof of anything. But what I'm telling you is, look at everything that started bubbling up with boxing all the way back to the that Super 6 tournament and whole stuff with Usyk and those guys, and just look at where it's come, where we're at now. You know what I'm saying? And look at the people who are involved. you got the Prince over there, Skills Challenge Promotions, right? Who loves boxing, right? These are guys who are learning on the job. How? You know, who in Saudi Arabia really understood the intricacies of boxing from as a promoter, as somebody who puts up the money for the event, as someone who understands judges, referees, as someone who was nominated for manager, promoter, advisor of the year, whatever the hell Kinahan was nominated for, although he didn't win. Who's the person that brought that explicit and the tacit experience and knowledge to Saudi Arabia? Well, I'd have to say between Kinahan and Amir Abdallah, we could check those two boxes. And now you see what's going on. Now, for those of you who are sitting here saying, oh, come on, man, Hood, you going down a rabbit hole again, you and the conspiracy theories. To that I say, in the most respectful way, and I kindly request that you hold your horses and let's not take it to the stupid. Just look here, man. You got Kinahan, Amir Abdallah, Badou Jack. Badou Jack been chilling out there in Saudi. We understand his religious background and everything. He becomes a WBC champion at cruiserweight. Now he signs over here to this skills management promotion. And he's hanging out in Saudi. Let me tell you, you can't make this up. So I'm very, very concerned about, and it's a little intriguing at the same time, but I'm very, very concerned and interested if they could peel the layers back so we could find out kind of what exactly is going on. Now, I can assume all day, but I'm just telling you, when I sit here and I look at this, and then now I see this, you guys recognize these three people? Let me show you. You guys recognize those three faces right there? Well, the two faces, Badou Jack and Amir Abdallah, right? Right here, Badou Jack and Amir Abdallah. And then now hit the third person. This picture is the Prince. You see, they're starting up their own promotional outfit, and they're looking to bring other fighters on. What they're looking to do is disrupt everything that's going on in boxing. They've already done it because money is not an object to them. They want Deontay Wilder. They want AJ. Look at what they've done already. Usyk, Fury. They've put the whole damn heavyweight division on pause. That's power. Money, power, respect, like the Lock said. That's what the hell is going on here. And as their tentacles reach over onto other heavyweights and into other weight divisions, we just may see these guys pull some of the big names and the champions from other weight divisions and pull them over and sign them to skills. What is it, man? I keep getting. Let me see, man. It's skills management, right? Yeah, skills challenge promotions. We may see them pulling more guys over there to Saudi Arabia. And I just think that's going to bring a lot of attention onto Saudi. And I hope all these, like Deontay Wilder, I really hope he and his team, and I hope everyone knows what they're doing. And I really hope that everything here is legit. I really do. But I can't help but feel like this just isn't going to end well. You know what I'm saying? But it's a situation where it's not like the damn president of the United States is going to get involved. But you could see, the sanctioning bodies and the secret society rear their head, and then a huge rift starts to surface, because these guys now are saying, hey, even if it's someone has a title or something, but if we don't like that fighter and we don't want to pay him the big money, their opponents, you know what? What does it matter if their opponents are mandatory? They don't need to fight for that. We like their opponent. Their opponent can scrap. We'll bring them out here and bring an opponent, someone else that we want to see them fight. And we'll make our fantasy matches out here, like what they're doing with AJ Wilder, Usyk, and Fury. We're going to make our fantasy matches. And we're going to pay you guys probably, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times more than what you make fighting in the States. Because we can do that. And let me tell you something. You start messing with the secret society's money, it's going to create a problem. And then what you're going to see is kind of like what the PGA did with their golf players, their professional golf athletes. They were like, you go over here, you can never come back and play golf in the United States. You go to Saudi and participate in that tournament. But, I mean, the amount of money they were offering the guys, it's crazy. They're not giving out money in the States. But they told them, any guys have sponsorship deals, endorsement deals, you lose it all if you go over there and you start messing around with these Saudis. So they start playing hardball. And I could see that going that direction. We can sit here, man, and mark the date and time I'm doing this video. And 2 years from now, we can come back to it. And you can be like, damn, you must have had a crystal ball over there. I'd be like, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Common sense, man. This stuff can't continue, man. If they want to do a little one-off, something here and there, but what they're looking to do, this is like fantasy football. This is fantasy boxing. But it's really happening. I'm just watching this, and I'm just waiting to find out. Deontay Wilder, right? Willing to work with anyone. Deontay Wilder going to come over here and sign the Skills Challenge Promotions. Can he? Because he's, can he just get up and go and sign somewhere else? We know Anthony Joshua's not going nowhere. He's already, signed over there to Eddie Hearn and DAZN, and he's not going nowhere. But some of these other guys, can we see them going over there? Maybe Andy Ruiz. Maybe we see Frank Sanchez go over there. The discussions that are going on about this big tournament that's supposed to be taking place in Saudi Arabia, right? It's not just with AJ Wilder, Usyk, and Fury. It's with a myriad of other heavyweights. So what I'm telling y'all is, people could talk Crawford and Spence. People could be talking about Tank and Ryan. Let me tell you what's the topic y'all should really start trying to get your teeth into, and really I should start going live on this subject every week. But I got to figure out this whole thing about video chatting and all that. And we can talk every week. We can do the latest and greatest, the updates. And we can sit here and kind of have a retrospective every single week and kind of just hot wash the latest and greatest and things that we've learned about this, and as it continues to develop. Because this is snowballing. These stages, these are the zygotic stages, man. You understand? It hasn't even developed into an embryo yet. But it's growing. It's growing. It's getting the nutrients it needs. It's getting everything it needs for this to grow and to develop, and then to eventually be birthed end of this year with this huge tournament in Saudi Arabia. I'm telling y'all right now, pay attention. Pay attention. These guys, they done cracked the code on how to get around managers, how to get around sanctioning bodies, how to get around advisors, how to get around everybody. It's just them, the fighters. That's it. Simple. Them and the fighter. That's all they want to deal with. That's what they're interested in, and making their events over there. Everyone else can kiss their butt. And I'm telling you, we're going to sit back and see how this goes. We know Mauricio the Nose Suleiman. He got his nose in everything, man. It's because, I don't know what to think about that guy. But you don't see all these damn WBA, WBO, IBF guys hanging out there in that damn Saudi sun. But old Suleiman found, you find Suleiman, if they had an Eskimo up there who was training somewhere, up there in an igloo, eating whale blubber, goddamn Suleiman would be his ass up there with the Eskimo belt, trying to get this man signed, and probably put it right into a championship fight, and then it would probably all backfire on him because he'd sign the Eskimo and then foolishly take him, who's accustomed to the damn freezing cold, fly his Eskimo ass over to Saudi Arabia. He gets some of that Saudi heat and melt over there. And Suleiman had to ship his ass back to the Eskimo village eating that damn whale blubber. So I'm just saying, when it comes to Suleiman, WBC championships, I think we'll see a lot of those WBC eliminators and title eliminators and the damn WBC interim this and intercontinental that and the WBC Middle Eastern this and that. I'm telling you, man, it's going to get out of control. I can see it happening. But that being said, I guess congrats to Badou Jack. He's going to be making more money than everybody over here. He in Saudi. He's signed over there. They're glad to have him. They have a champion. And he's Muslim. I tell you, man, everyone is paying attention to what the hell's going on over there. Badou Jack is out there living his best life. Champion. Then, religion is important too. He's out there, man, got a good relationship with these guys. They're paying this man real money. Why would he come back and keep fumbling around out here? Go get his dough. But I'm just telling you, you'll see other guys, man, they're like, hey, guys are getting to the end of their career. They're beyond the second half of their career. It's the final stretch, the final leg. They want money. And I'm just telling you, pay attention. You could say, hey, man, you crazy, man. You always talking about this damn, you like obsessed with it. No, I'm not. I'm just telling you, I just came across it about 30 minutes ago, and I'm like, what the hell? What's going on out there? They're signing fighters now. They're trying to develop fighters, not just fighters from the Middle East. Like, they're now pulling fighters from the States. There's going to be more people signing, and it's going to probably blow your mind. And I think they're going to be successful with going at some of these big-name fighters. Unlike Eddie Hearn, he wasn't able to do it with the zone. He had $1 billion in a checkbook, but he just couldn't get it done. These guys here have trillions of dollars. It's a big difference. They can get I'm sure they can get anybody they want. Because most of these guys with the big names, they learned their lesson. Especially what's going on over there at PBC and everything else. You think these guys here, man, haven't done their due diligence to understand the market, to understand the drawbacks, to understand where things are healthy? You think they're not looking and seeing, okay, well, this is something we probably can't touch. Well, these are some of the opportunities here. These are some of the vulnerabilities here. And we can probably move in this area, this promotional outfit. Take a look at these fighters. These guys aren't active. Let's explore their contracts. I'm telling you, man, don't be surprised. I'm just waiting to see. This is more interesting to me than anything else. When I sit back and look at pictures like this, I'm telling you right now, that's more interesting to me. This whole Kinahan thing and Saudi Arabia and fighters going over there and getting money, that's like unimaginable wealth, the way they put it. I'm telling you, man, that's what the conversation should be. But everybody, most people want to just talk about, whatever get the most views, man. So that just ain't my style, man. But that being said, more to come. But I guess we have to say congrats to Badou Jack. He seemed to be doing his thing, man. But I just feel there's so much more going on, and we need to understand about that. They even got a damn something called Boxing Arabia. If y'all want to go check it out. I don't know if y'all can see this right here. But let me try to make this a little bigger for you. But if you go to Amir Abdallah on Twitter, you see here, Boxing Arabia. Go out there and check that out. And as you come down, you'll see right here where they, on April 9th it was announced where they signed Badou Jack. You know, Skills Challenge Promotions. Then you come on down, and you can see these guys are all over the place, but they're looking to sign more talent, man. Right here, new signing. And when they sign somebody, man, they're really treating them like a celebrity. You know, they're really giving them the respect that these guys deserve. And I'm telling you, other guys are gonna pay attention to that. You know, they're gonna pay attention to that. That's all I'm saying. And look at we were just talking about this guy, huh? The great Mauricio the Nose Suleiman with Badou Jack. And you see they got another one of their fighters, so they're doing their thing, man. They're definitely doing their thing. But that being said, I talked long enough, man. Y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. But there's a lot going on out there. And you can't tell me that a certain somebody ain't somehow involved. You can't tell me they don't have somebody behind the scenes out there. But there's no proof of that. But it makes for a good, healthy conversation and dialogue. And I think it's time to go live and talk about that. I think I'll plan some time to do that tomorrow. But I'm sure the conversation will probably, be diverted and start talking about damn Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia and Crawford and Spence, but I'll try to keep everybody on track. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Deontay Wilder should not go to Saudi Arabia. I think that's bad business. But anyway, I'm going to do a video about that. Y'all keep cool. In the breeze.